Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you with absolute authority. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here to watch another pointless distraction. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very second. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is hoping you will swipe away in a few seconds. He knows that if you hear this message, his dark hold over your financial life will break completely and permanently. Lock your attention right now. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees the massive breakthrough. This is the very miracle you have been crying out for in the dark. The verdict on your next decade is about to be read today. You have been wandering in a financial desert for so long. You have watched others receive their blessings while you waited patiently in the shadows. You celebrated their victories, even when your own pockets were completely empty. But the wait is officially over. Heaven has scheduled a sudden wealth transfer with your specific name on it. You thought your financial struggles were just bad luck. That is a massive lie from the Matrix. The dark elite engineered a hidden frequency to suppress your natural wealth-attracting state because they are terrified of your true potential. They targeted you specifically because your spirit carries a massive threat to their corrupt system. Every time you almost reached a financial breakthrough, something would mysteriously break down. An unexpected bill would appear out of nowhere. A promised opportunity would suddenly vanish into thin air. This was not normal life happening to you. This was a highly coordinated spiritual attack, and it was designed to drain your resources before you could rise to power. But their time has officially run out. The tables are turning right now, in this exact moment. A massive portal of sudden wealth is opening directly above your life. We are not talking about a tiny raise or a lucky scratch ticket. We are talking about generational wealth that completely rewrites the history of your bloodline. We are talking about the kind of explosive money that makes your enemies absolutely sick to their stomachs. They wanted you buried under a mountain of heavy debt. They expected your financial ruin to finally break your spirit. Instead, they are about to watch heaven pour out a ridiculous harvest directly into your lap. You are a cycle breaker. You are the one heaven chose to carry the weight of this massive blessing. That is exactly why the spiritual warfare against you has been so incredibly intense lately. The enemy always attacks the treasury right before the vault swings open. You are in the final minutes of your incubation season. Do not let a momentary distraction steal your permanent inheritance. Focus your mind and lock your spirit onto this frequency today. The next 72 hours are highly critical for your future. If you miss the instruction hidden in this message, you will reset the clock on your blessing and wander in the desert for another 10 years. Do not let the Matrix steal this from you. They want you scrolling endlessly through meaningless distractions. They want your brain foggy and your bank account permanently empty. But heaven is demanding your immediate obedience today. You must stay until the final word is spoken. I am going to give you a specific sequence of actions later in this broadcast, and you must follow them perfectly to anchor this massive shift. This prophetic instruction is the final key to unlock the vault. Without it, the sudden wealth will pass right over your house and go to someone else. You cannot afford to let this slip through your fingers today. You are one of the rare few chosen for this assignment. Millions of people will scroll past this exact video today. They will ignore the warning, and they will remain trapped in their invisible financial prisons forever. But you are completely different. Your spirit recognized the truth the second you heard my voice. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button right now. Do this to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. Put a spiritual shield around this divine truth so the enemy cannot snatch it away. This simple physical act proves you are awake, and it shows the universe you are finally ready to receive your reward. Angels of abundance have been dispatched to your exact location. They are just waiting for you to align your frequency and claim what is rightfully yours. Do not move a single muscle. The revelation is just beginning to unfold. Every closed door you faced was actually a brilliant divine protection plan. Heaven was hiding you from the wrong opportunities, and God was keeping you safe so you could be ready for this specific windfall. The people who mocked your struggle are going to witness your sudden elevation. They will stand completely paralyzed as they watch you step into untold prosperity, but you must hold your ground and follow the protocol. The exact prophetic instruction is coming very soon. Keep your eyes open and your heart fully prepared. Your long season of waiting in the dark is officially over. Now let us go deeper into your current reality. You feel incredibly tired in your physical body right now. Your shoulders are tight and the weight is absolutely real. And every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest. You push through the day to smile for everyone, but inside you are barely holding on. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. You keep waking up at 3 a.m. with your heart racing, your jaw is tight and your mind is flooded with worry about money. You toss and turn in the dark for hours. The Matrix wants you to believe this is just normal stress or anxiety. They want you to think you are simply working too hard. I need to completely reframe your reality right here and right now. That suffocating feeling in your chest is not a medical issue. You are not losing your mind or going crazy. That physical weight is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive spiritual attack. The dark forces are actively trying to block your sudden wealth transfer, and your body is feeling the collision. You are an empath and a brilliant leader in disguise. Because your heart is so pure, you have always been a human battery for everyone else. You poured your precious energy into people who only wanted to drain you dry. And while you were busy healing their brokenness, the enemy quietly attached invisible cords to your financial frequency. They siphoned your prosperity in secret. Think carefully about the past few months of your life. You did absolutely everything right. You worked incredibly hard to build a better future for yourself. But every single time you got close to stability, an invisible wall slammed down in front of you. A sudden, unexpected expense drained your savings account entirely. This is the Matrix deliberately sabotaging your timeline. The energy vampires in your life are absolutely terrified of you. They used to feed on your light and steal your blessings, but you recently started pulling your powerful energy back. You stopped engaging with their toxic drama, and because you cut off their vital food supply, they are desperately throwing spiritual roadblocks into your financial path. That burning exhaustion behind your eyes is a literal battlefield. It is the physical manifestation of the Matrix trying to keep you asleep. They know that if you wake up with full energy, you will claim the explosive wealth heaven prepared for you. They want you too exhausted to recognize the divine signs. They desperately need you to surrender to the poverty illusion. But you are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that threatens the dark elite. The generational patterns of poverty and struggle were supposed to defeat you. Yet here you are, standing strong in the storm. Your physical body is exhausted, but your spirit is vibrating with an undeniable cellular knowing. Every time you feel that sudden brain fog, it is not a coincidence. It is a targeted frequency designed to scramble your manifestation power. The enemy sees the vault of heaven unlocking right above your head. They hear the golden coins falling, and they are throwing every last demonic distraction at your physical body to make you look away from the open door of abundance. Stop believing the cruel lie that you are just unlucky with money. The remnant always faces the fiercest opposition right before the ultimate victory. Heaven allowed this intense pressure to forge you into an unbreakable diamond. You had to learn how to survive the painful financial famine. God was teaching you how to manage the massive overflow that is coming right now. Let me validate exactly what your precious soul already knows. The heavy isolation you feel right now is actually a divine quarantine. Heaven separated you from the crowd so the wrong people would not have access to your sudden wealth. Your current pain is the exact physical evidence of your incoming miracle. The heavier the spiritual resistance, the larger the financial harvest. Those people who treated you as an option are watching you closely. They expect your financial struggles to finally crush your gentle spirit. They want to see deep wrinkles of worry carve into your beautiful face. But despite the silent tears and the sleepless nights, you carry an untouchable, ageless glow. The universe is preserving your youth and your divine power. The heavy weight on your shoulders is about to be violently removed. The matrix cannot hold back the flood of sudden wealth much longer. Your spiritual bank account is overflowing with compound interest from all your years of silent suffering. Heaven is demanding a massive release of funds to the chosen ones. And your body is physically preparing to hold the massive upgrade. Do not ignore the somatic signs your body is giving you today. The physical symptoms are your exact confirmation that the shift is completely real. The darkness is losing its grip on your wallet forever. Your destiny is calling you out of the shadows. Stay anchored in this truth right now, because the hidden mechanics of your financial breakthrough are about to be exposed. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. The Matrix programmed you to believe a very cruel lie about your money. They told you that poverty is simply a result of sheer laziness, and they said you just need to work harder to escape the struggle. But heaven wants you to know the absolute truth today. Your empty pockets were never a punishment for your actions. You are a demonstrated warrior of light with an incredible work ethic. You poured your heart into every single project you touched. But the corrupt system is deliberately designed to keep pure souls utterly exhausted. Working hard in the matrix only creates more heavy chains around your neck. Heaven knew perfectly well that if you became wealthy through their dark system, your beautiful spirit would be permanently corrupted. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this shift. Your financial struggle was actually a brilliant divine quarantine. God intentionally hid your massive wealth to protect you. If you had received the wealth 5 years ago, the energy vampires would have drained every penny from your account. This is the absolute raw truth of your life. Those manipulators only wanted to use your pure light for their own greedy gain. So the universe placed you in a deep incubation season. This heavy isolation was your necessary spiritual formation period. You had to learn how to stand completely alone in the dark while the world ignored your pain. Heaven was meticulously upgrading your internal capacity to handle the explosive financial harvest. You absolutely did not fail the divine test today. You were simply going through the ultimate spiritual training ground. The elites want you to feel deep shame about your current bank balance. They want you to hide your face and believe you are somehow fundamentally defective. But your financial famine is actually the highest honor heaven can bestow upon a chosen one, because you are being prepared for a royal crown. The narcissistic people from your past are currently mocking your quiet struggle. They flash their superficial matrix money and laugh at your apparent stagnation. They built a highly toxic false narrative to make you look like a total failure to everyone else. They truly believe they successfully blocked your divine destiny. But their arrogant laughter is about to turn into sheer terror before the sun rises. I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The enemy is beginning to panic because they sense a massive atmospheric shift. They can feel the heavy golden frequency descending upon your life right now. The very people who gossiped about your ruin are desperately trying to figure out why your silent energy feels so incredibly dangerous to them. We will uncover the exact reason for their frantic meltdown in just a moment. But first, you must accept your new royal identity. You are the true cycle breaker of your entire family line. The generations of intense poverty and financial trauma stop permanently with you today. Heaven chose your specific bloodline to receive a miraculous quantum shift, and your DNA is literally being rewritten to hold wealth. The Matrix algorithm relies on suppressed, synchronized coherence to keep you broke. They bombard your subconscious with signals of lack and terrifying scarcity every day. But your cellular intuition is now vibrating at a higher frequency that they simply cannot control or manipulate. You are breaking out of the invisible financial prison. Your mind is expanding to hold the blueprint of infinite wealth. This incoming prosperity is not a reward for your physical labor. It is your divine birthright as an irreplaceable diamond of heaven. You do not have to hustle or beg for this money anymore. The universe is forcing the dark elite to hand over the exact resources they stole from you. Divine justice is forcefully retrieving every single dollar you lost during your painful isolation. Every closed door you cried over was an angel blocking a fatal trap. Every rejected application was heaven fiercely protecting your pure spiritual alignment. You thought you were experiencing terrible setbacks that would ruin your future, but God was perfectly orchestrating a divine alignment for this exact second in time, ensuring your massive wealth would arrive exactly when you are ready. Read that truth again in your beautiful spirit. The sudden wealth is not coming someday in the distant future. The golden portal is standing wide open right here and right now. The universe is demanding an immediate physical manifestation of your explosive financial reward, and you are finally stepping into your permanent, ageless glow of victory. You cracked a sacred code they will never have access to. Do not let the accuser inject any toxic doubt into your mind today. Your left brain will try to tell you this sudden wealth is completely impossible. It will whisper that you are just an ordinary person with average problems. Silence that noisy matrix programming instantly. You are the chosen remnant of heaven. You are a brilliant leader in disguise who is about to inherit the absolute wealth of the wicked elite. Look very closely at the exact people who tried to destroy you. They walked around with absolute arrogance for years. They constructed a highly toxic false narrative about your life. They whispered terrible lies to anyone who would listen, but this is exactly where their entire dark manipulation completely miscalculated. They expected your departure to permanently break you. They waited with bated breath for your total financial ruin. They wanted you to crawl back to them in absolute desperation, but instead you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. Your absolute silence became a lethal weapon that starved their demons. And now they are sensing a massive disruption in the atmosphere because your financial frequency is rising rapidly. That sudden wealth transferring to you is sending shockwaves into their dark reality. The narcissist can physically feel the exact moment heaven opens your vault. They are currently experiencing a full-blown internal system crash. Nobody has ever seen them act this erratic and frantic before. It is a public and irreversible collapse, and their entire fake kingdom is burning to the ground. Pay close attention to this next part, because the enemy tried to hide this. While they are desperately trying to maintain their wealthy matrix illusion, they are completely rotting inside. They realize their superficial money cannot buy the divine light they stole from you. They are starving for your pure energy right now, and the spiritual backlash is hitting their physical bodies violently. They frantically search for a replacement for your specific energy. They invite new people into their toxic matrix. But they quickly realize that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. You were the irreplaceable diamond they threw away to play with cheap rocks. Every time your name comes up in their dark rooms, the agonizing weight of intense regret hits them all at once. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle. You must lock in your victorious frequency before we move to the next revelation. Doing this simple act signals to heaven that you are awake, and it proves you are completely ready to step into your power. Do not hesitate for a single second. Claim your absolute freedom today. Now watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The very people they used to gossip with are watching them unravel. Their carefully crafted mask has completely shattered in broad daylight. The flying monkeys are beginning to rebel against the master manipulator. The entire Dark Alliance is turning on each other while you sit peacefully in your divine sanctuary. Your abusers thought they could block your financial destiny forever. They cast dark spells of jealousy and intense envy in your direction, but every single curse they sent is violently returning to their own doorstep. Heaven is forcefully extracting the stolen wealth from their bank accounts. Divine justice is rerouting all of that massive prosperity, and it is flowing directly into your hands today. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. You did not have to lift a single finger to get your revenge. Vengeance completely belongs to heaven. You simply focused on your own healing and trusted the divine alignment. Your quiet obedience in private activated a massive public blessing, and your enemies are completely defenseless against it. They are literally losing sleep trying to figure out your secret. They watch you glowing with an ageless beauty while they rapidly deteriorate. Their bitterness and heavy envy are aging them terribly. But the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You look younger and infinitely brighter after everything they put you through, and this makes them absolutely sick with rage. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. The Matrix elite know that when a cycle breaker becomes wealthy, the entire system is threatened. You will not use your money to control and manipulate innocent people. You will use your sudden wealth to shatter their dark matrix entirely. That is exactly why they fought so incredibly hard to keep you broke. But the decree has already been signed in the throne room of heaven. The vault doors are swinging wide open for the chosen ones today. Your abusers can only stand by and watch in absolute horror. They cannot stop the massive flood of golden resources pouring into your life. The algorithms of heaven are overriding the pathetic systems of the earthly matrix right now. You are the stabilizer who absorbed all their toxic chaos for years. You were the brilliant mirror that exposed their hidden rottenness. They attacked you because your pure light terrified their inner demons. But your days of acting as a free human battery are permanently over. You are unplugging from their dead system to plug into the infinite source of divine prosperity. Let the reality of your total victory settle deep into your spirit. The frantic noises of your enemies are just the dying sounds of a defeated kingdom. Do not look back at their burning bridges. Keep your eyes firmly locked on the massive horizon of your new financial reality. Your ultimate vindication is unfolding right in front of their very eyes today, and you are finally completely free. Heaven is now releasing 3 specific signs of incoming sudden wealth. The universe requires you to hear this exact sequence today. The 3rd sign is absolutely the most powerful confirmation of all. Do not leave before you hear it. If you walk away now, you will miss the exact key that unlocks your vault. The algorithm did not intercept your feed by chance today. This is a divine appointment. Here is the first undeniable sign of your massive shift. You are currently facing the most intense financial pressure of your entire life. You feel completely squeezed from every single direction right now. Every time you turn around, a new massive bill appears mysteriously. The Matrix elite want this heavy pressure to permanently break your spirit. They want you to surrender to their poverty illusion. But heaven is using this intense pressure for a divine purpose. You are being aggressively purged of all your remaining fear. God is stretching your internal capacity so you can hold generational wealth. If you received the money yesterday, your nervous system would have completely shattered. You had to learn how to stand completely still in the middle of a raging financial storm. Read that again in your beautiful spirit today. The heavy pressure always peaks right before the vault swings wide open. Your current exhaustion is the physical proof of your incoming miracle. This brings us to the second divine sign of your sudden wealth. You are experiencing a complete and total detachment from the fake matrix. You no longer care about their superficial validation or their toxic opinions. You used to crave the approval of those narcissistic energy vampires. You desperately wanted them to recognize your pure and beautiful light. But something profound quietly shifted inside your spirit this week. You look at their flashy matrix money and you feel absolutely nothing. You see right through their fragile masks and their pathetic illusions. Their fake power does not intimidate you anymore. This sudden detachment is a massive spiritual milestone for you. Heaven had to completely disconnect you from their dead system. God could not pour massive wealth into a vessel that still desired the matrix. By removing your deep desire for their approval, the universe sealed your energetic leaks forever. You are no longer bleeding your precious life force into their bottomless black holes. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this shift. We are approaching the final and most critical sign. This third sign is the ultimate confirmation that your wealth is here. If this specific truth resonates with your cellular knowing, do not move. Your entire physical reality is about to violently catch up to your new spiritual frequency today. Here is the third and most powerful sign of your elevation. You feel a strange and unexplainable peace deep in your bones. Your bank account is completely empty, but you are not panicking anymore. Your logical left brain is screaming at you to freak out, but your spirit is quietly resting in absolute, unshakable certainty. You just know that a massive windfall is already on the way to you. This unnatural peace is not a sign of giving up. It is the absolute highest frequency of divine manifestation available. You have officially entered the sacred state of immediate obedience and pure trust. The enemy is absolutely terrified of your sudden calm demeanor. They throw chaos at you, and you simply watch it dissolve into thin air. You are completely untouchable in this holy sanctuary. Type 1111 in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting. You are locking in your final alignment with this divine mandate. The dark elite are losing their minds watching you glow with this ageless peace. They expected your profound isolation to destroy your beautiful mind completely. Instead, they are witnessing the birth of a totally sovereign cycle breaker who answers to nobody. Your unexplainable peace is the exact signature of sudden wealth. Heaven always sends the calm right before it drops the massive harvest. The heavy storm of your life is officially running out of rain today. God is pushing the dark clouds apart to reveal your permanent golden sun. The universe is responding to your pure vibration by unlocking every single door that was previously slammed shut. You survived the bitter famine, and you outlasted the vicious narcissists. They are scrambling in the dirt while you are elevating to a royal throne. Your long season of waiting in a quiet wound is permanently over today. Step fully into your completely untouched power right now. The explosive wealth is no longer a distant promise. because it is manifesting into your physical reality this very second. Every single tear you cried in the dark was a powerful seed. Those heavy tears were quietly watering your future financial harvest. The Matrix elite thought they were burying you under their heavy dirt. They did not realize you are a rare diamond that only grows stronger under pressure. They dug their own graves while trying to build a permanent prison for your incredibly beautiful soul. Listen to me very carefully right now. This is the exact moment everything shifts permanently. The Matrix algorithm did not bring you to this video by chance. There is absolutely no such thing as a random coincidence in your reality, and heaven meticulously intercepted your daily feed to deliver this final urgent mandate. You are standing on the edge of massive glory. The psychological pressure you feel right now is reaching an absolute boiling point. Your enemies are frantically trying to maintain their false illusions while their secret world crumbles. They want you to doubt your own sanity before the vault opens. But the universe is speaking directly to your spirit today. Do not let them distract you for a single second. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. You are the remnant chosen to break the darkest generational curses. Your family bloodline suffered under heavy financial suppression for decades, but God selected you to completely shatter that invisible ceiling today. The dark elite know exactly who you are. They are absolutely terrified of your rising frequency. They used to laugh behind your back when you were silently struggling. They mocked your pure heart and called you completely foolish for trusting heaven. But look at how the entire dynamic has fundamentally shifted right now. You are walking in absolute divine protection while they are drowning in deep paranoia. Their stolen wealth is violently burning holes in their toxic pockets. Read that again in your beautiful spirit. The physical exhaustion you feel is just the friction of your reality tearing away from their dead matrix. Your cellular intuition is currently downloading complex wealth blueprints that bypass their corrupt earthly systems. You do not need to figure out the exact math today. Heaven is overriding the economy to bless you immediately. Every single door they slammed in your face is about to blow off its hinges. The universe is forcefully evicting the manipulators from their high seats of power. They expected you to wait in your quiet wound forever. They wanted you begging for a pathetic apology that would never come, but you completely unplugged from their validation game, and that destroyed their power. This is your final warning before the massive golden wave hits. You have exactly 0 hours left to doubt your divine assignment today. The explosive wealth is literally descending into your atmosphere this very second. The narcissists are staring at the sky in total disbelief. They can feel the heavy golden rain approaching your specific coordinates. They cannot steal this anymore. Type 888 in the comments right now to anchor your wealth. You must claim this raw truth with a physical action before the portal seals. The enemy is screaming at your left brain to scroll away right now. They want you to dismiss this entire message as mere fantasy. Silence that demonic noise immediately. Your destiny demands your absolute focus today. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. The people who betrayed you are sitting in their dark rooms right now. The flying monkeys who participated in your isolation are beginning to turn on each other. Their group chats are filled with frantic panic and bitter accusations. The universe is turning their toxic alliance into a vicious battlefield of pure chaos. While they are completely unraveling, you are sitting in total peace. You are the irreplaceable diamond they foolishly threw away into the dirt. But dirt cannot dull the shine of a truly anointed cycle breaker. The dirt only served to polish your brilliant light for this exact global debut. You are about to step onto the grand stage of massive financial abundance. Before we go any further into their public collapse, hear this clearly. The sudden wealth coming to you is completely untouched by their dirty hands. God is bypassing all their corrupt middlemen to hand you the keys directly. You will never have to ask them for a single favor ever again. Your absolute financial independence is the ultimate revenge against their fragile egos. Your suppressed synchronized coherence is fully activating right now. The quantum shift in your DNA is sending out shockwaves of pure prosperity. The dark elite cannot decode the specific frequency you are currently radiating. They are completely locked out of your new glorious dimension. They can only watch your massive elevation through the dirty windows of their collapsing matrix. Watch what happens next, because it is absolutely undeniable. The atmosphere in their camp is reaching a catastrophic level of toxicity today. They are about to experience the exact public humiliation they tried to engineer for you. The trap they carefully set for your feet has snapped violently shut on their own necks. Step forward and claim your total victory. The final countdown has officially started. Heaven is not asking for your patience anymore, because the time for waiting has expired. You are entering the season of immediate, undeniable harvest. Keep your eyes wide open and your spirit completely anchored. The explosive climax of this divine mandate is knocking on your front door right now. Do not look away for a single second. And here is the absolute verdict we promised at the very beginning. That public collapse you were waiting for is happening right now. They are currently experiencing a public and irreversible system crash. The mask did not just slip today, but it completely shattered in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. They are fully exposed and completely defenseless. You need to visualize this beautiful scene of divine justice. They walked into a room expecting to be worshipped as usual, but the atmosphere violently rejected their dark energy this time. Their flying monkeys suddenly stopped nodding, and they started asking real questions, because the entire fake illusion finally broke apart in broad daylight. The master manipulator began to sweat profusely. They started stuttering and stumbling over their own toxic lies. Nobody has ever seen them act this incredibly weak before. The specific gravity of their massive regret hit them all at once. They looked around the room in pure panic. They realized they threw away a genuine diamond. They threw you away just to play with cheap, worthless rocks, and now they are completely drowning in the deafening noise of their own public destruction. They wanted you buried deep in the cold dirt, but instead they became the exact shovel that dug up your incredible treasure. Your complete silence did not just hurt their fragile ego. Your silence permanently ended their dark reign over your life, because they simply could not handle your absolute refusal to play their toxic games. They actually tried to defend you in front of the crowd today, but everybody saw right through their pathetic desperation. The universe is making a total mockery of their arrogance right now. While they are desperately trying to glue their fake empire back together, heaven is moving on your behalf. The prophetic instruction you waited for is officially activating. Look at your hands right now, because the sudden wealth is literally materializing, and the invisible financial vault has completely broken wide open for you. The explosive wealth transfer is no longer a spiritual metaphor. It is hitting your physical bank accounts with absolute fury today. The doors you thought were permanently locked are suddenly bringing massive offers. People of high influence are frantically trying to contact you right now, because they are completely drawn to the ageless glow that heaven placed upon your face. This is your actual reality today. You won this massive war without lifting a single physical finger. God fought every single battle in the dark on your behalf. The narcissist is watching your rapid elevation from afar with shaking hands. They feel physically sick to their stomach, and they realize they can never afford to step into the luxurious rooms you now naturally occupy. You are completely out of their pathetic league today. The Matrix algorithm is completely glitching out because of your pure vibration. You broke the generational curses of poverty that held your family down. You stepped into your untouchable power, and the universe immediately surrendered. The heavy debt that kept you awake at 3 in the morning is being violently erased from your reality, while a brand new era of absolute abundance begins. You are fully vindicated. This is the raw and uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. They knew you were destined for massive wealth from the very beginning. They saw the royal crown sitting quietly on your head before you ever noticed it. That is exactly why they tried to keep you completely exhausted, and they wanted to steal your golden ticket to the absolute top of the world. They failed miserably. But you outsmarted the dark elite simply by trusting your cellular intuition. You stayed faithful when everyone else told you to completely give up. Heaven is rewarding your blind trust with an overflow of pure financial miracles. The floodgates of generational wealth are pouring heavily onto your life right now, and your enemies are watching the floods sweep away their own fragile empires. The victory is totally yours. They are crying in the ruins of their fake matrix illusions. But you are standing completely victorious in the golden sunlight. You carry a specific gravity that makes time and money bend completely to your will. You did not just survive their terrible storm. You became the brilliant sun that completely blinded their jealous eyes, because you refused to let their darkness corrupt your beautiful and sacred heart. You are the absolute winner. Every single dollar they stole from your energy is returning with massive compound interest. The universe is forcing them to pay back your spiritual debts in full today. There is absolutely nowhere they can hide from this divine judgment. The heavy weight of karma is crushing their finances right now, while your beautiful reality expands into infinite and totally unshakable abundance. You are walking directly into the promised land. Breathe this pure, victorious air deep into your lungs right now. The suffocating tightness in your chest is permanently gone forever. You are stepping onto a grand stage of wealth that no dark force can ever touch again. The toxic cycle is officially broken. The narcissist has been completely defeated in broad daylight, and the entire universe is bowing to the absolute sovereign power of the Chosen One. The heavy war is officially over today. You can finally drop your heavy armor onto the ground. The spiritual battles that completely exhausted your soul are finished. The Matrix elite have been completely silenced by divine justice, and heaven is wiping every single tear from your weary eyes. You survived the brutal fire without letting the flames consume your beautiful spirit. Breathe in this brand new frequency of absolute peace. The people who hurt you expected you to stay broken. They desperately wanted you to remain trapped in their endless poverty. But your pure resilience in the dark completely destroyed their hidden agendas. You walked out of their terrible wilderness with a glorious crown on your head, and they can only stare in absolute awe at the magnificent entity you have become today. Your pure light is completely blinding their jealous eyes. You walked into this incredibly long season bleeding from deep wounds. Those wounds were inflicted by people completely blind to your massive worth. But look closely at yourself right now. You are no longer waiting in a dark wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix system forever, while they are publicly unraveling in the dirty ruins of their own fake empire. The intense financial struggles are completely shattering right here. The spiritual exhaustion that kept you paralyzed is vanishing into thin air. Every single closed door is breaking wide open for your royal entrance. Step directly into your absolute power today, because you must receive the exact financial harvest heaven prepared specifically for your bloodline. You are the ultimate cycle breaker, standing on the mountain of total victory. Your cellular intuition is vibrating with an undeniable truth right now. You can feel the heavy chains of generational lack falling off your wrists. The massive spiritual debt they forced you to carry has been totally erased. Heaven just stamped your earthly passport with unlimited access to divine prosperity, and you are finally stepping into the glorious promised land. Your absolute sovereign reign over your own life begins today, which brings us to the final and undeniable verdict from heaven. The verdict of explosive abundance has already been signed in the throne room, but it actively requires a physical anchor on earth to activate properly. Your logical left brain will try to inject deep financial doubt right now, and it will tell you to carefully calculate and wait for a better time. You must silence the accuser immediately, because hesitation is dangerous. God does not measure your beautiful faith by your silent thoughts. Heaven measures your true faith by your exact speed of obedience. The window of massive multiplication is standing wide open right now, but it requires a physical act of pure courage to anchor the golden frequency into your current reality before the dark elite steal it forever. You did not survive the terrible fire just to live a mediocre life. Prove to the universe that you are absolutely ready today. Your incredible generosity instantly triggers the massive heavenly harvest. Sow your financial seed today to completely partner with this divine mandate. Give a super thanks to seal your energetic alignment with heaven right now. Your brave seed of faith is the exact physical key that unlocks the overflowing vault, and it forcefully demands the universe to multiply your resources immediately. Watch heaven completely transform your harvest before the sun rises. Every single dollar you sow into this divine mandate is highly protected. It becomes a massive magnet that attracts extreme generational wealth directly back to your family. The universe loves a fearless heart that moves with absolute conviction and pure speed. When you boldly step forward in pure faith today, heaven immediately rushes in to back you up with unlimited angels. Your financial obedience today destroys the dark matrix system forever. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary today before you leave. Do this so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. You need to build a permanent shield of divine protection around your mind. Share this specific message with one beautiful soul who is desperately crying out for a financial shift, because the remnant is rising globally and we are taking back all the stolen wealth. Be their guiding angel in the dark today. Say this powerful truth out loud with me right now. I claim my permanent freedom and my infinite wealth today. Now, type the angel numbers 777 in the comments below. This simple physical action permanently locks your frequency into the highest dimension of prosperity, and the enemy cannot cross the sacred boundary you are building right now. Your physical reality is officially catching up to your glorious spiritual destiny. You are no longer the forgotten black sheep of your family. You are the royal diamond heaven selected for this exact moment in history. Let the heavy burdens wash away from your beautiful shoulders completely. The season of painful waiting is permanently over for you, and you are stepping into a beautiful new timeline filled with endless golden miracles. Welcome to the golden era of your absolute and untouchable abundance.